All right, here we go. The bell has rung. This match is officially underway. Rey Mysterio Jr. sticking out the hand to shake Psychosis' hand to show a sign of respect. But Psychosis slapping Mysterio in the face instead. We're here. World Championship Wrestling. This is just so incredible. These two are incredible athletes. Bring the lucha style from Mexico. Bring it here to the United States. As these two, looking to tie up, but instead Mysterio countered. Now looking for that single leg crab onto Psychosis. These two worked so fast. And just like that, Psychosis turning things around. No. And he's got that surfboard stretch on Mysterio. And Mysterio turning into a cover. Gets a 2 count early on. Mysterio has bridge control. Look at the way that the neck of Psychosis connected with the mat. And now Mysterio has an armbar on Psychosis. Psychosis in a precarious situation here. He may force Psychosis to tap out, but Psychosis hooking on the legs, wrapping his legs around the legs, and Mysterio able to turn things around now. And these two already showing the skills, their talents, and what they are capable of. What an interesting submission. Look at the way that Psychosis has those arms of Mysterio Jr. trapped. Just so unique offense. Just such unique offense. It's not every day you see something like this. And these masked wrestlers are like superheroes in Mexico. Like an interesting variation of the Indian Deathlock by Mysterio. And we're right back to square one. Mysterio, Psychosis back up on their feet. Looking to tie up. And now they lock hands, but Psychosis with a boot to Mysterio. Looking for that monkey flip, but instead gets countered. Wait, but Mysterio turns it into an arm drag. Great leapfrog and a rollover. Springboard, moonsault, but Mysterio lands on his feet. Psychosis got out of harm's way. What a spinning kick. Spinning heel kick. Sends Mysterio to the outside. And a suicide dive. Takes out Mysterio on the outside on the floor. Rey Mysterio Jr.'s head might have just collided off the metal of the steel barricade. And maybe on the concrete floor as well. Whatever it was, that was not a pretty landing for either of these men. And has Mysterio up. Scoop slam into the mat. And a high leg drop to Mysterio. Lateral press. Mysterio able to get the shoulder up it too. And Psychosis finds himself in the driver's seat now. Has that chin lock on Mysterio. This is a brilliant strategy by Psychosis. Oh, he's now turned it into a sleeper hold submission with the arm trapped. This is brilliant. This will incapacitate Mysterio, kicking the back of the knee out of Mysterio to send Mysterio back down into the mat to prevent Mysterio from breaking free. But Mysterio now finds his way out of it. But Psychosis just turning his attention again with another scoop slam to Mysterio. And Psychosis, what's he got in mind? Leg drop off the top. Now another lateral press cover. And another 2 count. Psychosis spending a little bit of time arguing with the official. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to waste that time arguing with the referee. Meanwhile, you're giving your opponent time to recover. But I can tell you this. Psychosis didn't waste too much time because he just connected with a leg drop on Mysterio, who is draped over the bottom rope facing the ring apron. And Psychosis has Mysterio right where he wants him, in the corner all trapped. Oh, what a thunderous chop to the chest of Mysterio. And now, Irish whips Mysterio. And a clothesline. Explosive is Psychosis. Mysterio just crashing and burning into the mat. And Psychosis again going for that cover. And Mysterio again kicking at it too. Able to get that shoulder up. And this is a brilliant strategy by Psychosis. Because every cover that he goes on Mysterio, Mysterio has to exert energy to kick out. And now look at this. He's got the head trapped of Mysterio. The air slipping away from Mysterio. Psychosis putting all this pressure of his legs wrapped around the throat, wrapped around the neck of Mysterio. And Mysterio may be forced to tap out, now letting go. Constantly keeping things fresh, the strategy fresh. Oh! And just popped his neck on that top rope. And Psychosis continuing to have this great strategy, going after the neck of Mysterio now. Mysterio having already wrestled for 7 years at only 21 years of age. Mysterio, what? Oh my, look at that. From Mysterio, but instead gets caught with a forearm by Psychosis. Boot to the midsection. Oh! And Mysterio launching Psychosis into the ring post. Great counter by Mysterio Jr. And now look at this. Hurricane Rana on the floor. Down goes Psychosis. Down goes Mysterio. Is Mysterio going to be able to capitalize on this? It's going to be hard to capitalize on this. It's going to be hard to get up. Who was getting up to their feet first? Both of these men are spent. It's not an easy style. It takes a lot out of you. You have to have the right conditioning. And Mysterio springboard. But look at this turn. West Coast pop. Oh. West Coast pop. But Psychosis able to kick out. And a kick to the leg. That was to the thigh of Psychosis. And this is smart. You have to break down your opponent, especially when your opponent is bigger than you. This is a great strategy by Mysterio. And now going after the leg of Psychosis. Trying to bring Psychosis down to size. Trying to ground Psychosis to make this an easier match for Mysterio. And going after that leg may force Psychosis to tap out. Driving that knee of Psychosis into the mat is Mysterio. And now Mysterio in the driver's seat of this match now. Psychosis has the size advantage over Mysterio. Mysterio having to make up for it with his special abilities, his speed, that quickness of his, and his unique offense. And a drop kick to the chest of Psychosis, who had nowhere to go. And now going for the cover. This time it's Mysterio who's going for the cover. But Psychosis able to find that bottom rope. Great ring awareness by Psychosis. And Mysterio has Psychosis right where he wants him. Psychosis drops hold to Mysterio just like that, turning things around. And again, has control of that neck of Mysterio. Again, going after the throat of Mysterio, that neck. Head scissor, has that head scissor applied once again. Now, this is the strategy we've seen from Psychosis. He's going after the neck of Mysterio. He's holding onto the rope, but he is forced to let go because that is a rope break. And now the official forcing Psychosis to break the hold. And now back up to their feet. Mysterio pops up over. Oh my, crashing and burning into that top rope, bouncing off. The way his body draped on that top rope before bouncing off of it. Absolutely devastating for Rey Mysterio. Now what is this? Inverted DDT. Back of the head. Mysterio connects with the mat. And now Psychosis has Mysterio up. Boom! Dropping Mysterio neck first into the steel guardrail. And Psychosis has Mysterio right where he wants him. And oh my, what is Psychosis now thinking? Psychosis heading up to the top. Mysterio on the floor. Oh, a senton. Oh my, that is a senton from the top turnbuckle all the way out to the floor onto Rey Mysterio. All that weight crashing and burning onto the midsection of Mysterio. You think about the weight of Psychosis and the speed, the velocity at which Psychosis was traveling down onto Mysterio. All that weight with the speed creating an even bigger impact onto the midsection, knocking the wind out of Rey Mysterio Jr. And now Psychosis starting again to feel it, really separating this between him and Mysterio, making sure he is in full control of this match to walk away with the victory. And again, another cover, but again, Mysterio finds the wherewithal to kick out, even after that senton from the top turnbuckle to the outside on the floor. And has a Cobra clutch on Mysterio's center of the ring. The camel clutch, rather. It's a camel clutch, rather, by Psychosis. And now look at this, ripping the mouth apart. Forcing the break now is the official. And again, the camel clutch applied. But pulling on the mouth again. And having to break before 5. Otherwise, Psychosis would be disqualified. And that's not what Psychosis wants. Psychosis wants to dispose of Rey Mysterio and move on. Psychosis looking to take advantage of Mysterio now. Hammerlock on Mysterio. Mysterio driven into the mat by Psychosis. Has that hammerlock. Mysterio trying to counter. Look at this. Mysterio able to counter it. Swings to the middle ropes. Look at that. Cartwheel. Turns things around. And a Hurricane Rana. That flying head scissor. That Hurricane Rana. To Psychosis. It is so incredible what these two are able to do inside the squared circle. That springboard drop kick by Mysterio. Now Mysterio finding it. He's starting to feel it. Another flying head to the scissor, this time to the outside onto the floor, and both men are down. An incredible move, to say the least. Rey Jr. taking out Psychosis on the outside on the floor. Rey Mysterio's got to keep this up, though, as Psychosis has been in control for the majority of this match. Rey Mysterio Jr. needs to find that separation. This is that separation he's been looking for, but now he needs to be able to capitalize on this separation. Get Psychosis back in the ring, because the only way to win the match is via pinfall or submission in the center of the ring. And Mysterio springs up. And now hooks, and now lateral press, this time for Mysterio, going for the cover. And went for the cover, but it wasn't enough to keep Psychosis down for the 3. And up, and a drop kick. Beautiful drop kick from Mysterio to Psychosis. And now springboard from behind. Drop kick to the back of the head. Psychosis, like a slip and slide, slides to the outside onto the floor, crashing and burning. And Mysterio moves. Oh my! Like a twist in the air, like almost like a corkscrew of some sort. Take it out. Psychosis crashing and burning again. What these two are willing to do to get the victory, the way these two are putting their bodies on the line, is absolutely incredible. This lucha style is so incredible. Mysterio, talk about being the underdog of this match. But Mysterio has really picked up the pace here. Oh, but got caught in midair by Psychosis with a sit-out powerbomb. This has got to do it this time. Hooks the leg. And only enough for a 2 count. Mysterio still has some life left in him. Rey Mysterio showing great resilience here. And now Psychosis calling his shot. Oh my, look at the way he just sent Mysterio into the turnbuckle. Mysterio abdomen first into that top turnbuckle. Now look at this, shots to the back of Mysterio. What is Psychosis thinking now? Oh my. No, he's going to end it right here, right now. But he countered! But he blocked it! And Mysterio's done it! Mysterio's just being Psychosis! Oh my! Rey Mysterio Jr., great counter. A spectacular move from Mysterio to close this one out and get the victory over Psychosis. It seemed like it was all Psychosis throughout this match, but Mysterio had his flurries here and there. And this last flurry, the last big move to counter Psychosis, was enough to give him the victory.